everybody. I am indeed fuckable. You guys, I am super single. We'll get to that. I'm actually in a lot of distress because Donald Trump is you white people's president, and I gotta deal with it. I don't know, I can't believe it happened. I legit am very still in shock because he's so disrespectful and boorish. I can't believe it, it's happening. You know, he's crazy. He brought Clinton's accusers to a debate. He did that shit just to rattle his opponent. That's ridiculous. And he didn't even bring the most interesting shorty, because where was Monica? Actually, Monica Lewinsky, she wrote an essay in Vanity Fair. And in that essay, she complained that feminists didn't support her appropriately. And initially, I was like, bitch, you decide, bitch, shut the fuck up. But then I thought about it. And she's right. Monica Lewinsky is a hero. Okay, skepticism. Okay, hear me out. Okay. All right. Monica Lewinsky was like 22 years old, blowing the leader of the free world. That is amazing. I'm 29. I am still intimidated by middle management dick. That bitch is incredible. She's fantastic. Like, I'll be at a bar talking to a dude, I'll be like, what, you make $60K and you get dental? This is too much. This is crazy. Our baby's gonna see doctors? That's nuts. Yes, my standards are low, yes. Actually, my standards are so low. I just got dumped by a dude I'm better than, okay? And I'm really upset about it. Look, I'm not like not better than him. I'm actually better than him. Because he's like this 36-year-old dude who lives in an apartment that his mom pays for, but he has no furniture. Okay? No furniture, just a full-size mattress on the floor. I came so many times on that full-size mattress on the floor. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You know what I mean? You guys. No, she's like, bitch, I'm single. I ain't that single. No, I did. It's embarrassing, you know what I mean? Because like I went to Princeton. Now I didn't finish, but I got in early. I deserved dick with a headboard. You feel me? But I didn't get it, you know what I mean? Like the first time I went over to his apartment, I was like, dude, why don't you have any furniture? And he was like, well, you know, I'm a Buddhist, right? So my philosophy is simplicity. And I'm smarter than that, but he's 6'4" and plays ball. So I was like, yeah, I get it, you a minimalist. But like in retrospect, I shouldn't have put up with that, you know? Because I feel like, maybe Buddha wouldn't mind if you had a bed frame, my nigga. You feel me? Like, you know, get you a desk lamp. That's enlightenment. You feel me? So I'm like trying to do the dating apps thing. They're very stressful. They stress me out. Because people say wild shit to you on these dating apps because you're not a person yet. And that's, you know, that's fine. I was talking to this dude and he was like, I have the perfect first date for us. And I'm like, okay, lay it on me. He's like, I'm gonna take you to a sauna. A steam room on the first date. That is so weird and creepy and intimate, but also stupid because I'm easy. I'm just gonna give you my box anyway. You don't have to smoke it out of hiding. What's wrong with you? Work smarter, not harder, you know? It's like, dude, what are you doing? I don't know. In my like attempts to date, I'm finding that I'm having the weirdest time with white guys, 'cause they don't know that black women are human. And so what happens is they say wild shit to me. Like I was like talking to this dude at a bar and he's like, I'm hot, you're hot, let's make beautiful interracial babies together. Right. I looked at him and I was like, nah. No, not because I'm against interracial dating, please have a party. But he said beautiful interracial babies. No. I'm shallow and I'm petty. So why would I purposely get with you to make a person hotter than me? Why would I do that? That's ridiculous. You know, because home's supposed to be a sanctuary. So how is mommy supposed to love herself when there's some Lisa Bonet, Halle Berry looking ass kid sitting on my couch watching SpongeBob with her pretty green eyes? No! Fuck out of here. It's crazy. I feel like we're family. Can I tell y'all something? So I used to be a stripper, which people want me to be embarrassed about. And I am, but not for the reason that you think. Sex work is fine. It's just, I was a broke stripper. So like, I don't know, maybe like off and on for 3 years, I think I made like $8,000. Because I don't have titties and ass. They don't like that in the Bronx, okay? So, one time at the end of a shift, I was like so broke, I was sitting on the floor of the locker room crying because I'd only made $29 and I hadn't tipped out the DJ yet, right? And like one of the fat ass, big titties, money making bitches came over and she's like, next time, use your personality. But I didn't realize that personality is industry speak for blowjobs. So I was in the strip club being myself. Don't be yourself in the strip club. They don't want you to be yourself in the strip club. I was like at the bar talking to dudes. I'd be like, well, this tattoo's from a book of James Baldwin essays. And this tattoo's from The Unbearable Lightness of Being, which is a story about 4 lovers, but really it's Nietzschean philosophy. Do you want my tits in your face? No. They don't want your reading ass titties in their face. They want illiterate tits in their face. Okay, they came to the Bronx for Reaganomics defunded public school ass titties to be in their face. You guys look like young people. We're all young in here, right? Millennials. We're millennials in here? Yeah. Don't be embarrassed of that shit. I'm tired of that, like, shaming us for being millennials. I'm a millennial, okay? And I'm proud of it. I keep seeing people like, oh, millennials, they're the worst. They're celebrity obsessed, and the world is going to shit. They're selfish. Blah, blah, blah. It's dumb. It's dumb. Because we used to own people. Women couldn't vote. Your infant would work in a coal mine. We don't do that anymore. So maybe buying Kim Kardashian's book of selfies is the smartest the world has ever been.